I take no joy in this, man. I really take no joy in this dissection, man. Okay. Although a little bit of me is always going to be in defense of A Train, it is what it is, man. Dude got a taper fade and a good lineup, so he's always going to be one of my favorites on the show, right? It just is what it is, and I enjoyed his character arc, right? And probably I just identified and understood, felt like I understood A Train a little bit deeper, right? But here's the thing: when we look at Hughie, the hero, right, the savior guy, right, the conscious, the canary in the cave, right? That's literally what they call him. This was Billy Butcher's canary in the coal mine, right? He was going to tell you when you were going too far. And now on further dissection, I think we really got to start looking at Hughie in a whole different way, man. Like, here's the thing. He literally has the same body count as A Train. From what we can see on the screen, okay? From what we can see on the screen, what I know about A Train is that he killed Robin. We saw that right off the bat. So there's no doubt about whether he killed Robin, right? He killed Popclaw. We saw that, right? There's no doubt that he killed Popclaw. Okay, and that was terrible. That's the one that really pushed me over the edge with A Train, right? I can't believe I got back to being cool with A Train after you killed Popclaw. I'm being really honest with you guys here, okay? I love Popclaw. Then we know you killed Blue Hawk, right? So we see in your body count, right? We see your body count. We know who all your people are, right? Like we got you on tape for a lot of these. Like this is the moment after Robin, right? Like so we got this on tape. You're on tape right here, home, literally on tape, right? So we know what happened with that, man, right? So we're not gonna pretend. We all sat and watched this moment, right? With Popclaw, right? Everybody got to see this. Everybody got to feel this moment, including Popclaw. She looked at you because she knew what you did. She looked at you like, you son of a, you. I can't believe you just did this to me, right? And he did just do that to her, right? So we seeing A Train's like list really rack up, right? And then of course, you know, A Train would have other opportunities to do some killing, right? And he didn't really take advantage. So we know he's got like three. Because look, I've heard some people try to make some arguments about Blue Hawk, you know, where I'm like, yeah, I'm not really trying to justify killing Blue Hawk. I'm being honest here, man. Right? I'm being honest here. I'm not really trying to justify. Like, I get it. Blue Hawk needed to be stopped, right? Like, that's the truth, man. Like, from the community, just from a level of just a human being, right? Blue Hawk needed to be stopped because he was out there just hurting innocent people, right? So I'm not in any way saying that we need to get over this whole Blue Hawk thing in any way, shape, or form. Am I even suggesting that? But what I felt like, obviously what I want to see is that he gets justice, right? He gets real justice. Okay, now given what was going on at the time, like he went to Homelander and was like, look, Blue Hawk is tripped. So he did. He tried to go through the proper channels, okay? This is what my man was doing. He tried to go through the proper channels, even on Blue Hawk. And then once he saw, like, you literally jacked up somebody that I knew from my own neighborhood. So like you're literally attacking people in the place where I grew up at, right? Like, so everybody's gonna have an issue about that, right? You don't go into nobody's home, you don't go on their territory, start tripping, right? Ask Daredevil about that if you come around his spot tripping, okay? Ask Luke Cage, right? Any of those guys. They're all very territorial about where they come from, okay? So while I don't condone it, and I guess this isn't like, some people have tried to say, well, killing him, that's not just, it's still you murdering people, or you killed him, no matter what. So I know you got 3 bodies. Is it possible that A Train has a lot more? Absolutely. Absolutely. Unfortunately, we can only judge him by what we've seen on the screen. And on the screen, like, you know, okay, he was there when Todd got killed, right? He was there when Todd got killed, but he actually didn't get in on the Todd killing. You saw, like, man, that was a rough one, man. That was really a rough one because, damn Todd, Todd came off of this, man, as the biggest just buffoon of anyone, man. Like, This is the real thing with Todd, man. This is the real thing with Todd. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I felt sympathy for Todd, man. I really, really did. And you know what? Like, Todd actually is deserving of a complete breakdown itself. I don't think anybody else is gonna do it. So I'm gonna give you the respect that you deserve and what you add, because you sacrifice yourself, man. Immediately, man. You sacrifice yourself for Homelander. You sacrifice yourself for the show. You were basically just a mechanism for the entire show. Like, we were just using you as, like, you know, Monique has moved on from Mother's Milk. What would be the most insulting kind of dude that she would now get with? This dude. Because now you're saying something about all of us with taper fades and lineups, right? Like, I'm just being really honest here, right? So, you know, all of us Yoo-Hoo color dudes were like, what? Really? Like, really? So Todd represented something, and then of course you represented, you know, Homelander, right? Like, in a major way. So his death matters, like his life matters. I'm not dismissing Todd's life in any way, shape, or form. His life was as valuable as anybody's that we've seen on the show, which means it's not worth anything because everybody gets killed. But when I add up those body counts, I got 3. I'm sitting at a strong 3 that I can point at A Train and say, you're responsible for this person's death, and you need to be held accountable for that. I got 3, okay? Now, if I go to Hughie, I got another 3. Now, we seeing it now. You see the spot up here, right? This is Hughie after he caught his first body, which was translucent, okay? Your first body was translucent, okay? Now, I know that if you're Hughie, you justify why you guys kidnapped and tortured and then killed translucent. Okay, maybe you guys had to do it, but you did kill this person. This is therefore a part of your body count. We can't do anything about that, right? And then you pick up at least 2 bodies. That's the thing. That whole hospital scene. I don't want to go back and watch that whole scene just to figure this part out, right? Like, I guess I could, but I'm not doing it anyway. So whatever. I count at least 2 bodies there. It's potentially 3. Remember, he gives his pops the V, right? And then your pops go crazy and start teleporting all over the place, emerging in the middle of people's chests, punching up. So it could be 3 there. Technically, now that I'm thinking about it, it could be 3 there. So whatever, I'm willing to say we even Stevens on the body count right now. And here's the thing. Both of these guys were heavily influenced by believing, at least Hughie in the last 2 to 3, believing in your addiction to Compound V. You were addicted to Compound V too. You just got off of it, right? Look, like I said, I grew up in, look, I'm Generation X. Everybody got a friend or know somebody that tried coke and then quit before that shit became a problem. That's an important trait. It's a very, very important trait, okay? But you still were into this. You felt it coming on you. It's like you put on that ring, that Mordor's ring, and you felt that power, and you're like, yeah, let me take this bad boy off, right? So Hughie got 3 deaths also because of this thing with Compound V. Fortunately, he worked his way through it and didn't get addicted. Unfortunately, A Train was addicted to it and led to Robin's unfortunate death. That's her untimely and unfortunate death. But the thing about Hughie is, don't act like you better, Hughie. I'm really about to pull your skirt up right now. Don't act like you better, Hughie, because here's the thing. All those people that your pops killed at the hospital, it's your fault 100%. This is you. You're the problem here, okay? You're the problem. Look, guys, let's all work together on this and figure this out, but you are the problem, okay? You made that decision, yeah. And see, here's the thing. The writers even went soft on you, man, but I don't give you that soft. The writers were like, oh, I blackmailed A Train into giving me this Compound V. I had a plan on giving this to my dad. I got it to the hospital, right? And then they use your mother as a vehicle to actually inject him to kind of wipe it off. No, you don't get to hide behind your mother's skirt on this one, man. You do not get to hide behind your mother's skirt, because if you hadn't taken those actions in the first place, gotten that Compound V in the second place, given it to your dad in the third place, and in the fourth place, we wouldn't be talking about how all the people got dead. So you are 100% responsible for this. And I think this is the first time anybody's actually holding you responsible for some of your dirty and explicitly insane behavior throughout this show, man. Like, Hughie isn't the reason why it got done. He's not, man. He's not. And even him stopping Butcher, that whole setup with him and Butcher is some nonsense. That's a personal side story. Butcher didn't want to even, you didn't stop Butcher from doing nothing. You helped Butcher complete his story on his terms. Okay, Butcher didn't have anything else to live for. So to go out like this, like, I'm gonna push it to the max, you come and kill me, my story ends this way, right? So what was he gonna keep? What was he gonna do? What was Butcher gonna do after this? What would Butcher's life be like when you literally don't have any mission or anything? So, whatever, okay. You still got them bodies on your account now, right? And it's odd that when those people died, you didn't reach out to the families, okay? You didn't talk about justice. You didn't apologize. You didn't even stop and talk about them later as if it had messed you up in any way. Those are, you're always banging on innocent people. Like, Robin gets killed, innocent persons, and you go on this whole melee, right? But you responsible for a bunch of other innocent people getting killed, and it's just nothing. Those people were in the hospital, but we don't have anything that says that they weren't going to make it out successfully and just be on their way. It doesn't mean that they're going to die because they were in the hospital, right? So that's a part of Hughie that, man, I'm just like really having to look at. And like I said, you guys have the same body count. You got the same body count as A Train. I'm not letting that slide. That's not missed on me. And I think it's an important thing we actually talk about. And here's the thing. I think I'm about to go in a little deep on Hughie, man. I think I'm really about to get the analyzation on Hughie on, because you got some suspect moments in there that I think if we really start looking at some stuff, man, you do some real sideways stuff. You really, really do. I kind of like you. I don't know. I don't necessarily you. Wouldn't make or break the show for me. You were at a couple of important crossroads, right? But as far as oh man, Hughie's dead. Yeah, I wouldn't have. If it had been Frenchie, if you'd have been you instead of Frenchie, I'd have been totally happy with that. I'd have been fine with Frenchie living through this. And if you had died, I'd been like, yeah, well, whatever. But I'll talk about him later in a whole separate piece. I just want to get it in real quick and drop this little piece on you. Give me your thoughts about